Few X-Men characters embody the idea of a soldier out of time quite like Bishop. Introduced during the high-concept, continuity-heavy era of 1990s mutant storytelling, Bishop quickly distinguished himself not just as another powerhouse in uniform, but as a man defined by prophecy, trauma, and an unshakable sense of duty. Over the decades, he has shifted from mysterious enforcer to trusted X-Man, from time-displaced freedom fighter to controversial antagonist, and back again, making him one of the franchise's most layered figures. Bishop first appeared in Uncanny X-Men number 282 in 1991, created by writer John Byrne and artist Whilce Portacio. His full name is Lucas Bishop, and he hails from a dystopian future in which mutants are hunted, branded, and forced into concentration camps. In that timeline, the legendary X-Men are remembered almost as mythic figures, heroes whose legacy inspired a mutant resistance movement. Bishop grew up on stories of their sacrifice and was trained as part of a paramilitary police force tasked with containing mutant threats. However, a confrontation with the time-traveling villain Trevor Fitzroy hurled Bishop back into the present, where he encountered the very X-Men he had only known through legend. From the beginning, Bishop was defined by suspicion. In his future, one of the X-Men betrayed the team, leading to catastrophe and the dark world he inherited. Armed with fragmented records and a partial understanding of history, Bishop believed the traitor was among the current roster. This tension gave his early appearances a compelling edge. Unlike wide-eyed newcomers, Bishop did not idolize the X-Men. He scrutinized them. He measured their decisions against the grim lessons of his timeline. Over time, however, he earned their trust and found a place on teams such as X-Men Gold and later iterations of the Core Squad. Bishop's mutant ability centers on energy manipulation. He can absorb various forms of energy, most commonly kinetic and concussive force, store it within his body, and redirect it as powerful blasts. The more energy he absorbs, the stronger his retaliatory attack becomes. This makes him particularly dangerous in prolonged combat situations. He is also highly resistant to damage and possesses enhanced durability, though not invulnerability. Combined with his military training, tactical mind, and future tech weaponry, Bishop operates as both heavy artillery and battlefield strategist.
Hey dark-themed comics fans! Are you ready to take your love for comics and pop culture to the next level? Introducing DTC Shop, your ultimate destination for custom-designed t-shirts and awesome digital comics. Whether you're into horror icons, anime legends, or the dark and gritty world of the boys, we've got something for every fan. Our high-quality, 100% cotton tees let you wear your fandom with pride, while our digital comics bring you epic stories you'll be hard-pressed to find anywhere else. So why wait? Head over to DTC Shop now and gear up with the coolest merch and some of the most underrated comics in the game. Because being a fan isn't just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. And now, our feature presentation.
Visually, he is instantly recognizable by the M tattoo over his eye, which in his timeline marked mutants who survived internment camps. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Bishop became a steady presence in X-Men storylines. He developed strong bonds with characters like Storm and Gambit, and his disciplined, soldierly demeanor provided contrast to more emotionally driven teammates. Yet his defining quality remained his relationship to time. Unlike characters such as Cable, who also come from grim futures, Bishop's outlook is less about destiny and more about prevention. He believes catastrophe is not just possible, it is inevitable unless aggressively stopped. This conviction drove one of the most controversial chapters in his history. During the Messiah Complex storyline and its aftermath, Bishop became convinced that the mutant child Hope Summers would one day cause the apocalyptic future he came from. Acting on this belief, he turned against the X-Men and attempted to eliminate her before that destiny could unfold. In doing so, Bishop crossed a moral line, becoming an antagonist and even committing horrific acts in his quest to avert what he saw as certain doom. The storyline divided fans, as it transformed a once stalwart hero into a tragic extremist blinded by fear of repeating history. Eventually, Bishop confronted the consequences of his actions. Through time travel and painful revelations, he learned that his assumptions were flawed and that his obsession had cost him his honor. Subsequents focused on his redemption. He returned to the X-Men seeking atonement, acknowledging that his trauma had twisted his sense of justice. This arc restored much of his standing within the mutant community and reframed him as a deeply scarred veteran rather than a villain. In more recent eras, including the Krakoan age of the X-Men, Bishop has served in roles that emphasize his experience and discipline. He has acted as head of security for Mutant-Kin's sovereign nation, applying his no-nonsense approach to the protection of a society he once believed would fall. It is a powerful irony. The man who came from a mutant nightmare now works to safeguard a mutant utopia. His presence underscores a recurring X-Men theme that survival requires vigilance, but also wisdom. Bishop's appeal lies in that tension. He is not the idealistic dreamer that Professor X represents, nor the radical revolutionary that Magneto embodies. He is a pragmatist forged in oppression. His worldview is shaped by internment camps, betrayal, and war. When he stands alongside the X-Men, he does so not because he believes the world is good, but because he believes it can be defended. As a character, Bishop bridges eras. He reflects the darker, militarized tone of 1990s comics while still fitting within the broader allegorical tradition of the X-Men. He represents the burden of inherited trauma, the child of a broken future trying desperately to rewrite the past. Whether serving as soldier, skeptic, or redeemed guardian, Bishop remains a testament to the franchise's central question: how far should one go to prevent tomorrow's tragedy? For readers new to the character, Bishop is more than a time-traveling enforcer with a big gun. He is a study in conviction, fear, loyalty, and the heavy cost of certainty. And in a universe where history is constantly rewritten, few characters understand the weight of time quite like him.